Stockholm, capital of Sweden, surrounded by 14 islands and a populous city of the Nordic countries. Whether you're planning a visit or just dreaming of exploring, I've got you covered with my top 12 tips for visiting Stockholm. Starting with tip number 1. There are 4 airports in Stockholm: Arlanda, Bromma, Skavsta and Västerås. Arlanda is the main international airport and a major getaway for Sweden. It's the one you will probably use, but depending on where you are coming from, it might be worth looking to see if the other 3 options could be more viable. Tip number 2. Getting to and from the airport. There are multiple options to get to and from Arlanda Airport, but here are 3 of the main ones. Option 1. The Arlanda Express. This is the fastest and most direct way to get to the airport and to Stockholm. It takes about 18 minutes from Stockholm Central Station to Arlanda and vice versa. Trains run every 15 minutes and you can buy tickets online or at the station. It's a bit on the pricier side, but it's super convenient and very comfortable. Option 2. Flegbusarna airport coaches. These buses are a bit cheaper than the Arlanda Express and take around 45 minutes. Buses run frequently throughout the day and you can buy tickets online or directly from the driver. Option 3. Taking a taxi. This can be a great choice if you have a lot of luggage or if you're travelling in a big group. A taxi ride between Stockholm city centre and Arlanda Airport takes about 40 to 50 minutes and the cost is usually between 500 to 700 Swedish krona. Just make sure to choose a reputable taxi company. Tip number 3. Stockholm is a cashless city. That's right, in Stockholm cash is no longer key. You won't need to bring any. I survived without any for my 5-day trip on card alone. The city is embracing a future where digital transactions are not just a preferred, they are the norm. Tip number 4. Utilise Stockholm's public transport. The city's metro, buses, boats and trams are all conveniently connected throughout Stockholm, and it can be easily accessed through the travel app SL. It's very easy to use and will save you a lot of money compared to buying single tickets. You have multiple passes available that will suit all durations of stay. Tip number 5. Everybody speaks English. Although the main language in Sweden is Swedish, the majority of Swedes speak fluent English, which is very convenient. You don't need to learn Swedish or translate multiple phrases to save using Google Translate, unless you really want to. Otherwise, you won't have any issues. Tip number 6. Explore Gamla stan, also known as Stockholm's charming Old Town. Wander through its narrow, winding streets and you'll find historic buildings, cozy cafes and unique shops. Be sure to visit the Royal Palace and the Stockholmsgate, the main square, which is perfect for a photo shoot. Tip number 7. Experience Stockholm's cafe culture, fika. Swedes take their coffee seriously, and Stockholm's cafes are the perfect place to relax and enjoy a fika, known as a coffee break accompanied with pastries. There are a lot to choose from, like a cinnamon bun or a cardamom roll. You won't be disappointed. Tip number 8. Now you should be expecting this one. Try Swedish meatballs. Head to a local restaurant or a cafe and enjoy this classic dish. Typically served with lingonberry sauce and creamy potatoes. It's a must try. I personally recommend Meatballs for the People, which has a wide variety of meatballs that will satisfy anyone and everyone. I went with the chef's special, which is where he chooses 2 each of 4 different types of meatballs. So a lucky dip, what he gave me was beef, chicken, moose, which turned out to be my favourite, and lamb. Tip number 9. Explore the museums. Stockholm has an enormous amount of museums to explore that I didn't even scratch the surface of. Some museums to visit are the Nobel Prize Museum, located in the heart of Gamla stan, which I mentioned in tip number 6, the Modern Art Museum at Fotografiska, the Vasa Museum, which holds a famous Vasa ship, the ever so popular ABBA Museum, which, bonus tip, gets you a discount into the Avicii Museum, and the list is endless. Tip number 10. Explore the longest art tour in the world. Stockholm is known for having numerous art displays across multiple metro stations, which you can take advantage of utilising Stockholm's convenient metro system and the SL app I spoke about in tip number 4. You've paid for the travel pass, so you may as well take advantage of it. I would add it's better to explore the stations outside of rush hour so you can take your time taking all the pictures that you want. I mean, check these out. Also, if you check out my channel, I've actually done a video dedicated to the longest art tour in the world, if you're interested. Tip number 11. Unusual hotels. During my time in Stockholm, I stayed in some unusual places, such as a converted prison near Langholm, and the captain's cockpit of an old Boeing 747 located next to Arlanda Airport. It's worth doing your research and finding out what fun, unique and unusual places you can stay at.
This is so much fun.
For more information on those, check out my channel where I have dedicated videos to both of those places. Tip number 12. Be prepared for the weather. Stockholm can experience a wide range of weather conditions, so you should probably pack a couple of layers and be ready to enjoy the warmth of the sun and pop that umbrella up for a rainy shower. The weather can change quite quickly, so having a versatile wardrobe will help you and make your stay a lot more comfortable throughout your trip. And there you have it. These are my top 12 tips for making the most of your trip to Stockholm. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more travel tips, or to see what other weird stuff I get up to on my travels, and let me know what your favourite Stockholm experience has been. I'll catch you next time.